All right, welcome to our third transformations, which are reflections, otherwise known as flipping, where we flip over the x-axis or the y-axis. Again, we're changing the sign values of your y-coordinates or your x-coordinates. So the function I'm going to use as my basic function is going to be the square root of x. I don't want to use my x squared because it's a parabola. I don't want to use my v-shaped because if I graph its basic form, I can flip it over the y-axis and you don't see any changes. So my best function that we like to use for reflections are the square root of x. All right, so again, starting outside of the function, it's a multiplication of a negative value, technically -1. So if a negative is being multiplied to your function and it's outside, you have to change the y-coordinates from positive y-coordinates to negative y-coordinates or negative y-coordinates to positive y-coordinates. So here we have our positive y-coordinates. They're going to become negative, so we're going to flip it over the x-axis. We're not going to change our x-coordinates. So the origin doesn't flip. But because this point is 1 unit above the x-axis, this point is going to flip to 1 unit below. This point is 2 units above. It's going to flip to 2 units below. Flip. There you go. Connect your points, and there is my graph flipped over the x-axis. Flipping over the y-axis, you have to have your x's change. You have to go from positive x's to negative x's. That's going to be a flip over the y-axis. So here, back to my original function, these 3 points, I'm on the origin, it's on the y-axis, it's not going to move. Second point, 1 unit to the right of the y-axis, it's going to flip to 1 unit to the left of the y. My next point, we are 4 units to the right of the y-axis, it's going to go 4 units to the left, and I regraph it. So the black square root of x graph is now flipped over the y to match the blue square root of x.